Paralyzing back pain while carrying her first child, Tressa Dalton was rushed to the hospital.
The fear is just indescribable. The fear that just grips you.
At the time, she was 25 weeks pregnant.
I felt like I was in a fog. You know, it's funny because they're throwing all these words at me like liver failure, high blood pressure, seizures, all of this stuff, and I never felt as sick as they said I was.
Diagnosed with HELLP syndrome, there was only one solution.
The doctors told me that the only cure for you is to deliver her. I remember looking at my stomach thinking, is there even a baby in here that can survive?
At 6:46 on the morning of June 22nd, 2007, Tressa met baby Averie 15 weeks early.
And they told me she came out screaming, and she weighed 15 ounces.
The new mom spent a week recovering in the hospital while Averie was sent to the neonatal intensive care unit.
I felt so helpless because there wasn't much I could do but put my hands in the little portals and touch her.
Shielded from the world inside an incubator, it wasn't until baby Averie was 2 months old that Tressa was finally able to hold her.
That was the first time I felt like a mom.
While in the hospital, Averie continued to grow and mature with Tressa by her side.
At her tiny little self, she was an inspiration to me, and she was a little spitfire.
And by Tressa's side, family, friends, and the March of Dimes.
They cared. They cared about her life. They cared about really the mission of what they're meant to do.
Volunteers with the organization making sure Tressa and her preemie had the support they needed.
For the first time, I felt seen. I felt like my daughter, in this environment we were in, had value.
After 118 days in the NICU, on October 18th of 2007, baby Averie was finally discharged.
That was the best day, getting to leave the hospital with her.
But it wasn't home free for Tressa and Averie. After a month and 9 days, the new mom's worst nightmare came true.
I woke up out of a dead sleep, and I kind of noticed that she wasn't moving. And so I just kind of touched her and rubbed her, and she didn't move at all. And I looked down, and her mouth was blue.
Doctors say Averie died of sudden infant death syndrome, or SIDS.
I got physically sick and just screamed. It was unfathomable. I couldn't believe that we had just gone through all of this, and now she's gone.
Averie's memory has lived on since her death 12 years ago. Tressa, now a mother of 2 boys, Asher and Silas, says she makes sure they know about their sister. She's also using Averie's story to comfort other moms.
If I can share my story with someone and they feel that hope and that love from that same hope and love that I felt, that's worth it.
Now, every year on her birthday, balloons are released in her honor, and in the annual March for Babies walk, Averie's Angels are walking with her in mind to support the March of Dimes and give other premature babies a fighting chance.
The mission of March of Dimes, fighting for life, fighting for moms, the health of moms and the health of our babies, that is something I want to be a part of.